Stop worrying about the things that you can't control, about the external things that you can't change. Stop fearing that, stop worrying about that, because you're just charging up with that negative energy, with that worry that is draining you, that is stealing your vital energy for nothing. And I want to give you an example to tell you a story about 2 days ago. In the last video, I spoke about habits and how you can let go of a bad habit, how you can create a good one instead. But I also addressed this topic of the things that are out of our control and the external things. And 2 days ago, it was Easter. We had lunch together, in family. And all of a sudden, we started to talk about climate change and global warming. And I'm not here to deny these things. I have other opinion on that. But the topic of this video is not about the climate change and the global warming. What I want to say with this is that we started to engage in a conversation. It was a lot of stress about it, a lot of worries. Everybody was really smart about it, like, yeah, this is happening, this is okay, whatever. But it's something that we can't really have control over, like we can't change, right? Yes, we can help with that on some level, but as long as the sun is giving heat, right? It's not something like we have total control over. And even so, we talked about it and then we just went on with our day. So we actually talk about things, we start worrying about them, we stress about them, we get angry, we get frustrated, we fear, but then we don't do nothing, we do nothing about it. Isn't that strange? Like, aren't any other topics, better topics that we can discuss? Ideas, creative ideas, something that we can actually change, that we can have the courage to do it. Something that we can bring on a positive note, that can have a positive impact. Even if we talk about climate change or global warming or whatever. Okay, but what can we do about it? What's the solution? Go with the bike at work. Plant some trees. Oh, but that's hard. I don't have time, it's very far from my work. The city is not built for the bike. I didn't say it was going to be easy. I gave you an alternative, like a solution to that, right? It's up to you if you want to make that change or not. It's just like Michael Jackson said in that song, The Man in the Mirror. The change starts with the man in the mirror. Control the things that you can, that are in your control. Change that. It's like that saying that God gave me serenity to accept the things that are not in my control. And it gave me courage to change the things that are in my control. And it gave me wisdom to differentiate between the two. You can change how you respond to the things. You can change how you view the things. You can always choose to see the part that is full in the glass, not the one that is empty. We complain about the inflation, but we can be grateful that in the supermarkets, in the stores, the shelves are full of food, right? It could have been worse. It could have been a crisis that there were no food in the supermarkets. We have to be grateful for what we have. Yes, I'm not saying it's easy, right? It's hard in terms of financial, aspects where we can always choose to see the brighter side. We can acknowledge both, and then we can pick what we focus on. Talking about the global warming and the climate change. I live currently in Denmark. Right now, I'm in vacation in Romania, my home country. There, it was such a powerful snowstorm in beginning of January, and it was cold. And Denmark has one of the hardest winter to to bear, and the gray weather, the wind, the rain. It's actually, if you're not used to that, it's pretty hard to get used to, to not see the sun in this long period of the winter, have that dark and gloomy winter. It's not easy, it's not for everybody. And I realized that I was taking the sun for granted, you know. I, at some point, I was like, I would give all the money that I have just to have a full day of sun and warmth. So that's how you can change the things. I came back to Romania and I hear people complaining about, oh, it is not normal. Oh, it's a bit too hot for this period. Oh, the sun. Oh, the global warming. Oh, the climate change. Go out and enjoy the sun. I just went out and enjoyed the warmth, enjoyed that vitamin D. I was working out, I was spending time in nature, I was enjoying that, I was making time for that. I was very grateful for that. Change what you can if you want, if it's important to you. Start anchoring the gratefulness state. Gratefulness is the most, I think, the highest in terms of vibration and frequency, the highest state emotion that we can anchor. That's what we do in NLP. We anchor that. That's what I tell also my one-on-one clients. When you have this kind of problems, be grateful for what you have. Anchor that state. Look at that, the guy that is lower than you, that has actually real problems. Be grateful for what you have. When I was thinking about, all of these superficial things, and then I was seeing people that can't walk, that are begging, that can't see, think about them, I'm actually like, whoa, okay, I'm not doing that bad, right? So that's what I have for you today in this video. Create, and related to the other one, the one from yesterday, find your purpose and create habits that are serving you for that. There's no amount of pleasure that can compensate with a life lived with purpose, self-discipline, dreams, goals. Find your purpose, find meaning, find your passions, make time for them, and stop engaging in these conversations, that because if you start worrying and getting angry of the things that you can't control, it's not doing you any better. It's actually worse in your state. It's what can you do about it, right? If you can do something about it, then do something about it. Stop complaining about it, complaining about that. Stop worrying and take action towards it if you can. If you can't, then let it go. I know maybe you have other opinion, but that's how I see the things right now. I used to worry about things, and sometimes I'm still worrying, but I I go back inside myself and differentiate, okay, what can I do actually? What can we do? I hope this helps, and don't forget to show some love and support by clicking the like button below, subscribing to my channel so I can do more videos about it, about more videos about other topics. And if you have other topics that you want me to address, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll make sure to address it. And if you want to work with me, you can always email